we're up here at Doe's, and we're actually gonna end up chopping one of the picking fields, and we'll end up putting it in the main corn bunk. You want to be on the cover picture? You just made the cover picture. So we'll have Eric here talk about what's a little different with this compared to the other choppers.
So chopper, basically the same model, same horsepower. We have it set up for corn now. So we have the shear KP in with sawtooth rolls, and we added the corn head. Obviously, the corn head has advanced header height control and manual row sense. So when we're chopping, we can enable the row sense, and the chopper will steer based off the rows.
So that's basically auto steer for corn chopping.
Correct. There's one version. The other thing will be that the Harvest Lab is going to read starch, ADF, NDF, protein, sugar, and ash content as we chop.
Yeah, okay.
When we did the grass, all we saw was moisture.
All right. So this is one of our picking fields normally, but we're going to end up chopping it this year. So it will be shorter than our normal stuff, and I think if we can, Christoph wanted to just, when you take it back, pull it into Enosburg.
Yep.
And we'll probably do a couple loads there, because that's on its way back to the dealership. You'll be able to work it down there. But here, it ain't really putting the 10-row to chopper horsepower to the test compared to the tall
it'll
stuff.
Be, we'll probably see a difference in ground speed here versus there.
Yeah.
But
so I think you guys are gonna have to do most of the camera work for me today.
Oh boy.
Because I got other stuff to do. I'll get a couple shots on the outside, but everything inside is all you guys.
Okay.
I got my phone right now because I gave Eric the camera and Christoph, and I told him, you guys gotta record enough for a video because I just can't be in the chopper the whole time. I said I'll get a couple clips out here, and then I gotta go. We got Marcus here running dump wagon. He's all excited. Well, like I was saying, this is our normal snaplage corn, so it doesn't have the height that our normal corn does, but it's getting chopped this year. Got the whole convoy going.
Speed, I know. When you're comfortable.
Yeah, we'll do it once we go up and down a couple times.
So we're here with Luke. I'm using my phone, and we're trying to get a couple clips here. What do you notice with this chopper?
Oh, the head's a lot smaller, it's more compact than mainly this one.
Yeah.
And it looks like for what all they have in the chopper stuff is actually good. Little I know about farming.
This is from an Audi technician, his thoughts. So the tonnage in this corn is definitely not the same. A lot shorter. Because he should have definitely had that dump wagon full a long time ago with our normal corn, with an 8-row. But yes, it has the auto steering again. It's kind of not auto steer, it's row following, but same difference.
They make these heads a lot lighter than the old ones, like
there's a different design. If we look at the head, you can see the head is closer and it's straighter across.
Yeah.
Where your head is more of a V shape.
Yep.
And you have that Lock gearbox right here on yours.
Yes.
And now that guy is a gearbox, vertical gearbox over there, so they can pull the head so much closer to the machine, which improves that ride quality, allows us to put on bigger tires in the front, taller tires in the front, you know, less compaction, more tread bars on the ground.
Because it runs really smooth.
And you know, a good comparison is like the rear tire on this machine is probably closer in diameter and size as your front tire on the 7000 series.
Yep.
So by doing all that stuff up front here, it requires less ballasting for having bigger heads on the machine because the head is closer to the machine.
This is definitely not our best corn growing ground in this section of the field because it's so stony in the back. Once you kind of get up towards the middle, it gets better, but the first couple passes on this field they just don't always grow their best, but still grows corn.
1500 RPM, and it's a different sound and feel for Christoph, but
yes,
once you get it in the power band, like in that dark green on the display, that's good. But she will run fine in the red area. We'll get a clip and show you.
it's definitely a different feeling.
So now we're in some corn here. We can see the engine draw. Once you start living in the red a little bit, that's when you want to pay attention. But she holds it there really, really well.
This machine definitely rides a lot smoother than the old one.
Well, they really, customer feedback to Deere was they really wanted to improve that for, you know, many reasons, but one was operator fatigue. You know, the more comfortable the operator could be 10-12 hours a day in a machine, and the more productive and effective they were.
You can definitely tell it's a lot smoother ride. This is a rough field, and it's definitely a lot less than with what I would be doing with the old one.
Ground speed wise?
Still 4.5. And I know it's rough here.
Well, we're also coming up on the end rows.
Except I don't have another truck here.
Now that they're 2 passes into the field, we're actually into the normal corn. This is actually nice stuff now. Like I was saying, it's just that outside section that's just really sloped and stony. But this is nice stuff. They'll be getting the in the cab videos for me, hopefully. You guys see Alex is back in trucking.
Now he's feeding her.
And we're still doing 4.5.
You're good. So we have the length of cut set on auto. So it's going to adjust the length based off the moisture of the crop.
Does a really good job.
Back on with Luke. I'm waiting for Marcus's dump wagon load. They actually have the old chopper on the other side of that wood line, and they're doing that pasture we switched over. And we're doing it with the old chopper just because of how the terrain is. That way we don't, I don't know, we just don't want to put our chopper into that, our big one. And then we're definitely not going to put this demo into it. That would be a hell of a something to do. Rough spot right here.
So we're looking at 37% dry matter, 34.5% starch.
Oh, they got her working now. You got her slowed down, Luke. That's a lot of feed for it to suck in. That's 10 rows.
So now we're in some corn, and we're gonna do a little 8-row comparison to Christoph's 8-row in speed.
Definitely faster.
So how fast?
I was going 2.8 to 3 miles an hour. Shit. Hello? Det kanske ville stoppa det då. Okay. So yes, I was chopping about 2.8 to 3 miles an hour, and now we're doing about 4.1 with how many we got now? Actually, we're chopping 9 rows. Let's go back to 8 rows. That's better. Yeah, we're going faster.
You still got a little room on the stick.
And we got a little more room on the stick. We'll give it to her a little bit. Almost 4.5. 4.4.
It's a pretty good middle ground. You got power reserve, and
she is just filling this thing.
look at 33% dry matter and 36% starch. Pretty good stream. So this variety here is Seedway, and that'll be to over there is Pioneer, right?
Yep, the way back we're gonna chop Pioneer corn. Yeah, it's pretty full. We'll stop.
How long have you guys had this piece?
Forever.
Really?
Yeah.
Just 2 trucks, or?
Yeah. The front end, they ripped the front end off our big tractor.
Oh.
The main frame, snapped the main frame in half. So now we gotta.
So now we're in 10 rows, full head, right?
Yeah, full head.
A little power left to go, but
We'll give it a little. Yeah, not much. I'll give it a little more.
there you go. So we'd have to do the math, but 20% bigger head, and we're still a little bit faster.
Yep. Dry mat is 35%, so that's right around 65%.
Yep.
So it's not bad. Moisture, yeah, so she's a little green.
So this side's a little drier than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and our starch is a little bit lower too.
Yeah.
Let her eat. That's her happy place.
Huh?
I said that's her happy place.
That's her happy place.
Well, thank you for taking the time again today.
That was fun. Definitely can't complain.
No, you just enabled the row sense there.